Again to the Cliff of Beasts, as we were once again told by Jeff the ref there, that things are a go-go as we get back to the battlefield. This time it's Khazrak, the One-Eye, one of the most infamous and powerful frontline generals of the Beastmen roster, is taking on the rather weighty and arguably much more powerful Taurox, the Brass Bull. This is a significant upcoming battle that we've got here. Lots of melee infantry units. We've got Gore herds with shields on Taurox's side, Ungor spearman herds. We've got a Tuskor chariot unit. We've got more Centaurs. We've got his own Razorgore herd. Taking on Khazrak's slightly more diverse units here with Centaurs with great weapons. We've got Ungor spearmen. We do have numerous Gore herds there. We've got some Chaos Warhounds and some great weapon Centaurs, but we also have a Wargore who has brought with him a chariot, so that's going to give him a lot more mobility, a lot more charge capability, and Khazrak himself has also decided to go onto the battlefield on his own rickety chariot there, so we'll see how this works out for both of them. Let's get this started. Both forces down, shuffling around, trying to get their front line sorted. The Wargore is leading the charge on the right flank for Khazrak. Khazrak's smartly staying in the middle, giving as much bonus to his troops as humanly possible there. Centaurs crashing into each other on the flanks. The Wargore's getting a buff. He's got a deadly charge skill active as he plows straight into the line there of the Gore herds. He shouldn't have too much trouble himself. Meanwhile, we've got Taurox. He's gaining speed. He's charging in. He's about to... Oh, we've got to see this in slow motion. We've got the face of this Gore. He knows it's coming. Here it is. Oh, and... oh, even an amazing roll forward. Just look at them all flying up into the air in slow motion. Just, oh, a massive explosion at the end. Just sending Beastmen flying in all directions, and Taurox is in the fray as he just starts tearing ass, running through there. It's just Ungor and Gore herd just flying in every direction, their weapons just pinging off his metal body. Honestly, my money's on Taurox with this particular fight. Meanwhile, Khazrak the One-Eye has got stuck in. He's fighting the Razorgore herd. I don't know how well that's going to help him. He's not going to be able to help buff his forces, who are spread out all over the shop. Let's face it, this is not a continuous front line. It's broken. There's numerous skirmishes going on. The Wargore right in the middle there of the Gore herd. The Ungor spearmen trying to drive a wedge there between some of Khazrak's troops, separating them from each other, forcing them to fight on two different fronts, though. The Ungor spearman herd will not last long. The Wargore is broken, which is now allowing those two Gore herds to slam into the front line. Meanwhile, the Chaos Warhounds, yep, they're fleeing, as are the Centaurs with great weapons. They were just clearly outmatched at this point, regardless of how much experience they've got on them. Those Chaos Dogs, they're just not going to last very long. Oh, and one of them just gets slapped in the face by an axe and shield combination attack there. Meanwhile, over on the flank here, the Razorgore herd have gone mad with rage as Khazrak continues to fight them. Blissfully ignorant, it seems, of the fact that Taurox the Brass Bull is just, well, rolling through his troops, literally rolling through his troops, as his own Centaur herds try to back up this rampaging Minotaur, who is, yeah, just utterly destroying most of his troops here on the right flank. Again, another massive explosion of power, and regardless of the fact that he may be very tired, he's still going to drive off these Ungors and Centaurs with ease. He hasn't taken virtually any hit point damage, and that's not going to end well, as Khazrak's forces in the center are still in a brutal, grinding battle that is not going to last long for now there, as they're being flanked, hit in the rear by two different units. I expect them to rout very quickly. The Wargore, though, he's charging in and actually staggers Taurox the Bull briefly. But he doesn't care. He's still chasing the Ungor spearman. He does not give a flip about that one. As Khazrak himself now, he's looking a little worse for wear after fighting that Razorgore herd, but he's going to charge in as well. He misses the charge, looking like a right numpty as he goes past Taurox the Bull, chasing him as he tries to smash into the back of him, and the charge is very limp. Does very little as the Wargore, and it's not looking good. Khazrak One-Eye, we're going to stay with this part of the fight. In the background, you can see more and more of Khazrak's forces retreating being forced into the route there. Khazrak himself is leaving that fight. He's had enough of that. He looked at it and went, no mate, I'm not getting stuck into that fight. The Wargore, on the other hand, he doesn't care. He's backed up by a very, very weak unit of Centaurs with great weapons. They are currently winning according to the simulation, but I doubt that's actually true, as Taurox just continues to do more and more damage to his forces. He has melee defense, he has increased base damage, and he has a metal body. That means he also takes less damage in general, as another massive fiery explosion there from Taurox just does even more damage. Khazrak One Eye looking worse for wear. He's retreating, he's getting ready to run. The Wargore, oh no! Oh, that is bad. That is bad news there, as Khazrak One Eye has just been, he's trounced. He is he's out. He's quite possibly dead. The Wargore comes back, but really, can he do anything at this point? Khazrak is dead. Most of the forces of Khazrak's side are fleeing or dead at this point. Taurox the Brass Bull, with a legendary lord and a hero attacking him, and numerous infantry. He's just down to half hit points. It's looking like a foregone conclusion now. It's already done. The Wargore's had enough. He's fleeing the field. Most of the other units are already fleeing the field. And the simulation is going to come up in a minute that really isn't much left of this. This battle is indeed done, folks. As we hit that. It comes up as a close defeat. I'm calling time on that one, folks. I just didn't want to see any more Beastmen get run down. As we see them in the background doing just that. It's unfortunate slaughter. It's, can't we all be friends, everybody? Well, that ends the second round, which means our final of the Beastmen elimination bracket will be between Morgur the Shadowgave and Taurox the Brass Bull.